Mame, and from anon to Thomas Tay Partey komonumu kakra. I think say I was saying United say football and ye emotional game. The way you think as a supporter is totally different from the way managers and club owners think. Supporters are bent on looking at a net result. We a manager, we a club owner, you look at today and the future. Emotionally, many of you are against Arsenal are not being fair to Thomas Partey.
Yes.
But rationally, Arsenal are taking the right decision.
Samo.
Let me explain to you. You see, the arguments about Arsenal and fair and fair, no, sometimes, first of all, look, until Gabriel Jesus ever Arsenal, not Thomas Partey, Arsenal highest paid player. When they bought him for 50 million euros, they took him from 85,000 pounds to 200,000 pounds. Okay. Say me no can say. Obia when ye our Arsenal team no buy Thomas Partey.
What age is he?
32.
32.
Exactly. Trossard was 30, David Raya was 29, Mourinho was 29. Last year, they know when ye a goalkeeper no ko fan free bomb by Neto. We only free one na Jorginho. Say Neto ko Jorginho ko Thomas Partey and a senior man with team in. Arsenal want to build a young squad. Young country and say age na wedi no. E niema mienu. So person to so bought at the highest level. Just what's in the salary. So the club will be a and Arsenal. Let's not make Arsenal a bad club.
The old team is Ikaswa. Now OT by half more.
Ken.
Say for the 220, 250. Utamia, what do you remember?
Asamu no dear. Kevin De Bruyne. We did 33 when Jack Robert 34. He said, or 33, Tomu 32. Also, De Bruyne said, they see an Asako Krabi. Well, let's be fair. It's not as if say you young Guasnaf when you must say when he is the oldest player in the squad. It is a Thomas Partey so Jessica no Orgena. And yeah, baby for ho.
Will be a couple now for last season. One of Arsenal's best players. Best player last season. One now last season. We bring when say and then amount of
Arsenal and Castle more Pamunu.
But oh yes, sir,
no, Ken. See, these are emotional arguments. Me and maybe me yebi Kevin De Bruyne awkward na me susa go me yem say boy Kevin De Bruyne airborne. It was better than some of the play, but the reality was that Charlie Akwanisi kana orge no. Omo ntimi so stay no. Any emotional arguments na no kasa sa no tie. Eye ni ma mienu. Obi a wedi 32 years ekobia no. Class do na no. Either you obeso bo at the highest level what ti waketia so. So person winye sika ye o baby a ye kwachi sika say Thomas Partey a free agent and now Ken oko signing the ama club for floor obeji signing on for you. Let's not forget Sebi Jonathan David now one as so ye free agent on non club by club oji obi a proposal unim score so a signing on fee 15 million euros 15 million euros it and then Sir Thomas Partey a free na say on club by club or be on the proposal baby a Tommy Beji signing on fee 10 million 15 million euros then Thomas Partey master John pension ho say ne Tommy 50 million euros but on account man unim the waiting after football unim the Tommy waiting after football
so I want to say the Arsenal crown here which
my any problem. So if you want to stay at the highest level we should know say obeto aketua so any dey normal into options near mienu potential so mubako say sika na opa obetimi anyi sika say your born person born at the highest level wake to no twi mutan obi abete so de ama no
we dey try on Arsenal Ateta meeting we be see
Deco much respect can me monitor the ekoso of Barcelona and their recruitment they are doing Deco and make it 2 impromptu signings. Barcelona did not budget for it. Barcelona did not plan for it. Barcelona in their books na omunto goalkeeper na enka omu books ho Barcelona, they were meant to go by the goalkeepers. Na ewo ho no. No more plan for goalkeeper. Next season. Now, last year, baby, they had Georgie Mamandashvili. And it's a Juan Garcia. No more stage. You almost say, I'm on for white. And Mamandashvili sign him up for Edema, Liverpool, or Aka Juan Garcia and Barcelona for Sakwe. We are eyeing him for next season. Any Barcelona for budgeting. Only for Andy Barra agents, no, or Manchester. Any city for Kasai. Or London, any Arsenal for Kasai. So Arsenal, City na Barcelona, Akatono bro. No goalkeeper, my eye no was Spain one or. So they needed to make a quick decision. It was not in their plans. Their plan was for next season. In the budget, you know, or man budgeted for goalkeeper, but they needed to pay 25 million cash down. Oko. Now, Barcelona power plan was that I was say omope backup for Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Now, what check Barcelona for anyone now? The natural wingers ankasa e wo ho no. We Lamine any Rafinha if you want to. Ferran Torres, they don't see him as a natural winger. Daniomo obofi wa onye natural winger. Natural wingers ni yemienu. Inti plan ne say e was say ye players bi ba. Yen sign ba ko ni promote ba ko from our junior team. Akwada no mo ni mugidie. Na e Noah David. Half season and no mo say emfa. Akwada no junior team na omko fa ni free Germany buy. And yenya Danny Rodriguez who was Barcelona nkwada no. One of the finest players Danny Rodriguez. Iti ye season the coach no started say oh man a chance. Danny Rodriguez no obo left to sell Lamine Yamal. And against Valladolid ni nsemu ko buye. Wa wo share sa game with Danny Rodriguez ni. Iti Rodriguez no nim so be sanso aba back. Yes pre-season on team start na say plan no asanso asai. Iti was say Barcelona quickly. But we don't have budget for it. Okay, then comes in Aquarana Barcelona Fafano. Ronnie Baji. Me pamucho say football to the beer. Ronnie Baji or didn't crash Lamine Yamal 2023 Champions League. Aquarano. Copenhagen versus Manchester. Copenhagen games on ball group stages, you know. Also ball left to sell Lamine Yamal. This boy. No new ball brutal. Almost man you teams City, Arsenal, Manchester, teams and Kessia for the so open and Okonya ACL. In Ronnie Bajini Diba for one. It was not because no ball. Very good player, but ACL and they slowed it down. Yami Aduma December the contract in they proposed to Barcelona. This boy is just 2.5 million. Now 2.5 years. Into Danny Rodriguez position was over our position with just 2.5 million. Now the bigger position here, right, which is Nico Williams. And Barcelona for a try to find a solution. So already they could make it 2 signings a year. Then in the book. And as I say, he's working on the Nico Williams deal. The Joao Cancelo deal, Christiansen he needs to leave. Coach say game he would want to play Jusconde as a centre back. Then Vanderson, first choice. But a Buona Monaco for airborne. That is why Cancelo Dia between by 15, the about 15. So Deco will find solution there. Now the Nico Williams conversation again. Quite obvious to say. Sometimes diplomacy, Barcelona want to be gentlemen. But sometimes we are radical cry here. The Bilbao for Chirano. Ken, Bilbao show clearly says and boy ne castle about them buying now. Her only buying which in buying negotiations at Sabono so the ama buying. Chains of beton the ama basa. Bilbao stands no my and clearly they don't want to sell to Barcelona. But buying which in problem in United, this boy wants to go to Barca. Say yes, sir. Because I say buy and buy. Negotiations say Barcelona chase Canako. You see, you look at the stance of Atletico Bilbao. It was Barcelona ya radical kakra. I don't know must start say no. When did you see say Barcelona manager, board of director, sporting director, be interview Akobo club for player ding a interview? What was me that? For the very first time, I know Deku. Sna Sampa, boy ni nakasa, boy ni show willingness so bebo. We are working on it. I was seeing it. Hey. Oh, Barcelona de Katashi FM. told them, yeah, share Kitwebi, Rodrigo Goes. Ken, Adia Mitia name Yan say, Se play be enya de na ni born money eba from one near the Kwashe Football Club. Rodrigo Goes, let's be fair. Season way, will lose so form. And yes, will be Penasam or Madrid. Brazil national team. Untimi more than saying. I can give you several examples against Paraguay, Chile, Peru, and Colombia, and Argentina boy crowd. Well, also, even at the national team, born on Timmy more. It is not as if someone or being penance. Now, Ada Gule, it's Nasi, not Tichri. When this guy was playing, it is a form about from one. If you want to be fair to this guy, tell him to back up. No sounds in the position. Because Yaman only said the last bet 21 games, why should go back up? Form no form. It's instead of we telling this guy the truth. Oh, and a Madrid form penasem and a club from extra Madrid so nibo. It is as if Madrid are not giving this boy a chance. They are giving him several chances. Form and a form. Hey, and I can host a look on the Super Madrid number 9. No, big club with the young for emotions in Koho. Form and a form. Tell truth this to this guy.
Ken. One club so far so impressed me power of FIFA Club World Cup no. Akwa Juventus. So far, almost 2 games ni nyina no, ome win ni nyina. And o ma 9 goals, a concede 1. And it say o check Juventus performance of FIFA Club World Cup now as it stands now. Omo fair badly at all. Mejitu mu say, ye wo teams ni bi wo ho a opponents no me sure omo no omo edu, omo ahoden. Relatively Juventus dey no be ka say Oma hoɔden ni ense de ni suro kɛseɛ pa. By the ama mani agi Juventus for a performance of FIFA Club World Cup ni nyina no. Ayi kwan omo fa so perform ne ball na ankasa ite say omo bɔ. Ade ba kwa ma notice wo Juventus 2 games omo bɔ ni nyina na ye say. Mostly ɛyɛ na omo ma branch friend say Turam mum e drop deep. No na ba be yes oba be the first receiver of the ball. So omo Turam e drop deep between Conceição and Ayildis. Emu ba akoso so ebeba no so appear inside na etimi create passes no de be generate dia ko manim no so far omo build up ni omo structure na omo bo on the field of play e wo FIFA Club World Cup no ama yin say Inter Milan bobo Juventus bobo ko no kwan omo fa so create chances kwan omo fa so control games kwan omo fa so win omo matches na won because of the style of player omo bo so far and akra na your friend say this no on so far ongu ni ho ani ma asekra. It seems say as a FIFA Club World Cup we no taking crab mienu omo odidi omu pa no mo perform yield this and other gule. And idea ba kwa mo notice about this guy here say possessing good and excellent technique. And idea ba kwa are unique about this boy say oh shoot from distance. We go no say you know. Until so far almost 6 points. Man City so 6 points. Last game no and a bet say between Juventus and Manchester City why the bet top our group no. And Juventus 2 games na ken omo ball mo humode. Madrid also say 3-1 against the opponent. Now, win a Madrid for no. One, now me expect a win for Real Madrid, which omo win here a very good say. Team can say to say Real Madrid, then about 2 games don't for win and can be again. So Real Madrid they win the game no, a very important for Real Madrid team. No. By Ken, the 2 games are Real Madrid that bono. Raul Asensio pressure our crown so. The first game a Madrid boy, you know. Okoye foul ma penalty by. Aye buti a Real Madrid. Enko criticize. Nanu iso so Okoye wakwa Okoye foul ya man red card. Emma Real Madrid ebo numerical disadvantage and card ne bantem pay. Aye harding. King. Before the red card there was a problem. Sanka kan to the bemamia. King on him say the me hu Alonso ball no ye say or person who high line. And every successful high line piano, and what's that of forwards no, put in pressure. So before say Asensio, na okwa foul ni opponent, I mean the record no. Player na no crab ball no. Nanka was a Vinicius Junior mum the pressure, press no. Say opponent means sending in the long ball. So the first problem me notice you Real Madrid proud to hear Asensio record no. Say obi no na all press the ball carrier the omas a long ball no and say Real Madrid for high line be very successful send him for na impress ya the opponent be BT high line so adia ba ko was Real Madrid for no say omo high line be successful bia na how be press we nim ho Vinicius entimi anya saade no so am the ball carrier timinya every opportunity na comfortable say obetima send in the long balls at the time obe send this long ball no Den Hausen anticipating say long ball the beba so remember the four high line no players are no more forming the last line no branch of say Den Hausen Asensio Anna Trent na the last line the high line no by the time at Den Hausen say long ball neighbor no ono ne ba nechi so high line no boy anom they set offside no not offside na say by problem Asensio nya any say Asensio ama ne maka EBT no running intem ahead of him oye slow and at the time and maka no EBT na or running ahead of him no na hu hia so ba koso nim because at that time obeka so ye the last man ofa wo ni bia na a straight tracker and ade am say every king Asensio pa no ken ye frame bi say tactical awareness ni say game na koso no player ni betima take effective decision Asensio at the time I remember the Chiro players ni play prior Militao David Alaba na Rudiger mu prepra no this small boy the best remember the Chiro na performing mimi nkogina ba bia nka say Asensio nya de na mum physically or aggression or onimbo ne bo ba de aka no the tactical awareness decisions in kitinkiti bia obetima take during the process of the game no any idea ba kwa ha Asensio oya akra oni experience minim say no be brobesua de be wo so otimi tuture ni omayi so far me super impressed with Den Hausen king 2 games no boy ni impressive Real Madrid for no was settling very well ni positional play understanding excellent ni ball carrying ability very good otimi breaking lines no eboa Real Madrid so far Den Hausen settle in other gule gradually say pekene confidence no e dia ba ade ba kwa me hu ya manage ye no otimi drop deep na obeye situational right back ni say ombo right back no by the other right back in the position na wa ba be show any e kind situational right back so far other gules so no 2 games na nyoma ekoye de ma Real Madrid boboku na me expect say sa guys we na be pick your confidence ha me say Rodrigo na nkinim say anko setting very well by so far say nyoma nkoye mfa ma no transfers ne kakra ma me sha sem free Arsenal Andre better Arsenal penny na said the only 2 dwa no one Rodrigo representatives unique football oma sha see di nkomo omo gusu di nkomo na latest wo me say Andre Beta catch Rodrigo representative say Rodrigo ne be share Arsenal jersey a omo highest paid players no omo de Rodrigo ko ka ho on say enche bia Arsenal be renew Bukayo Saka a contract the amano a on be move Bukayo Saka from 195,000 pounds a week to 300,000 pounds a week. Yes, say Arsenal for a catch unique football for omo na representing Rodrigo Real Madrid for player no say sa top earners no omo Real Madrid for no Arsenal for no omo de Rodrigo beka ho currently Rodrigo edge 240,000 euros a week ewo Real Madrid o de ba pounds are 206,000 pounds a week omo person do Rodrigo ko be 300 oni bi no entoma promise boy ne say so ba Real Madrid da top earners no almost 300,000 pounds a week on betimi di aba boy no Real Madrid first stance clear omo say omo nton Rodrigo na mo Rodrigo na be catch omo say Real Madrid for enton dia Madrid for expect 70 to 100 million pounds from Arsenal so Arsenal latest offer say on person Rodrigo ever close to 300,000 pounds a week our Arsenal boboku nim say boy ni yevole na oba be top earners ni bi our Arsenal boboku no Hilal our Saudi na ken latest offer for Victor Osimhen ye omo say Victor Osimhen do no omo nko off omani abre omo say the latest offer akoma no na latest offer no Hilal for the akoma Victor Osimhen no 4 years no 3 years plus 1 option club option na sa 4 years no ne salary 160 million euros is Canada for Victor Osimhen so Hilal for latest offer for Victor Osimhen 4 years near 160 million euros every year bia no 40 million euros ansa na bonus subscriber omo twen say Victor Osimhen be accept ananse omo accept o de to just say Darwin Nunez ama Napoli for the green light which no correct na reason ema Darwin Nunez ema Napoli for green light ni na say after the final conversation with Antonio Conte presenting the project and the person or next season e wo league ni on person retain this league no na UEFA Champions League omo target here say enye hwe kra wo se quarter final e semi final no mutimi duru enti odi omo project ene bi akere Darwin Nunez ana oni di nkomo ana o se so bampo kra na ken Lukaku ni Darwin Nunez wo anim ho gidi pa enti Antonio Conte se o person obo Darwin Nunez ni Lukaku wo anim ho enti sa two players ni wona Napoli alim ho na Di Bruyne twa passes ni de komo mo ana branche ni agye atum na problem e wo hu nie Napoli for try say Darwin Nunez and continue salary ni so onsa na Lukaku jiska kese pa ansa na ojo ne Napoli na Lukaku ti ni sika no so ema obeje 7.7 million euros a year currently ono na ye highest paid player on Napoli boboko nim enu pokro te so 7.7 no Darwin Nunez salary will live up with the euros a 8.5 no Napoli 4% ote so waka yes e dey Napoli by Napoli ni Darwin Nunez kasa say ne salary no onte so kakra Atletico Madrid force so join the race for Emiliano Martinez goalkeeper no Atletico Madrid force omu njaima goalkeeper na Manchester amfa so omu so be hia goalkeeper omu nim say Oblak mo ne guys ni bi wo de by say Emiliano Martinez latest on the list of Atletico Madrid na Zinchenko de na ade tudwa no problem akene so abane ye say AC Milan 4% Zinchenko ti ne salary ni so onim say AC Milan nyina no omo highest paid player 6.4 million euros a year Rafael Leao na Zinchenko no ono ne je 7.8 million pounds a year wo Arsenal awo de ba euros na keka ko be 9.1 million euros eno na AC Milan for any boy ni agent kasa say anko onte ne salary ni so because 9.1 million euros no mo ntimi mpia eskana Arsenal pe no almost 220 million euros no AC Milan for so betua by the salary no ana akwakoye problem say AC Milan ne Zinchenko kasa na Vlahovic de na de tudwa say waka yesa de ache AC Milan no onim say Chelsea for so ni de tawo Chelsea for say omo monitor the situation of Vlahovic omo ne boy ne nkasa ye omo ne Juventus nkasa ye bo omo teta say Vlahovic ni move to AC Milan ankoya na Chelsea hwe omo striking problem na last hour omo betima ba room so omo pa brand e friend say Vlahovic na ken Malo Gusto ne Bayern de no me tete say Chelsea for say Bayern for the 50 bibo on Matias o on say Chelsea turn 30 million euros na Chelsea decided say Bayern to me the 50 million euros ne ba for brand e friend say Malo Gusto on be gina nko menya mfa so 20 million euros
na Bayern million 50
say mo he Bayern
Gusto 50
yes say Chelsea for the 50 na what is a Cancelo a returning by Barcelona be one
no Cancelo
yes dear ever ne say Christiansen every Barcelona omo list na so he left for pay 15 million from Cancelo it is a Christiansen free Barcelona or list na so
no Cancelo
yes and na we hu ya me yem she me kakra our list na so for Barcelona yeah what people we say before say oko Saudi ni pokra no na enim say Barcelona pa na ope enti obetima return possibility no wo ho ye hwe na medeba no ba besi no Tio Hernandez de no na yesi Tio Hernandez adu konti na Saudi na otwetwe ne ho na nyis kasem na osuro World Cup say oko Saudi a anhwe ya World Cup ne emfre no so oni Simone Inzaghi di nkomo no say Saudi home pokra no players so mu free Euro buy no mu come national team mu timi bo enti wo ban pokra na wo perform a obetima ko national team akobo ana mo sa ne Real Madrid boy no mu timi boy na boy ne say why convince ana AC Milan de o ma jo musika 30 million euros 5 million add-ons omo twen the final waka cho mo say ne de o convince obe join na Sesco ana Gyökeres de no kid simple the reason why Arsenal choose Gyökeres ahead of Sesco ni na say na Arsenal kwa kotua 70 million pounds in the akoma Leipzig no ma you ready so betue scan for Benjamin Sesco no na Sesco any agent fee o demand no wasoro or pay more than 10% and Sesco so salary na obusa no ɔsɔ pɛ sɛ Arsenal for ne kɔsoro for ne bi Kai Havertz mo enti Arsenal for sin ɔmo demands no mo ntimi Arsenal for say oh Leipzig na wɔ no je 5.6 million euros sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ anka ɔmo kɔ saa 200 mark no and Arsenal for so hwɛ in a range of bare 150,000 pounds a week but also pay 200 ni 250 sɛ Partey ɔmo free on say no so Zubimendi Mbawe enti say there ɔmo choose Joe Carres na head of Sesco because of demands.
My message here from the Club World Cup. Raul Asensio. Abraham has to be talked to. Seriously speaking. Red card no could be a number for Ken red card number for so. I know between me German. It was in the 7th minute. In the 7th minute, game named Drew Babiano. Game named Drew Babiano. With his absence, Real Madrid winning game by 3-1. Meboa 3-1. Until clearly. Now, side they beat me threatening to Real Madrid saying, "Come shares our first goal in poor." At that stage of the game, and you were in the first game at Real Madrid boy, or could make a needless penalty in the 18-yard area, and they are avoidable. And away to Swasa Baba Betoso. Coach Nakasa, Zabi Alonso says our red card now, Branty and Cocoye, no. Then he sent Coyes attack, no. But Roman in the Becassa. The ATM makers as a Sakwadani careful and say, so coach take you over a new job. Ken, Obia offer a Juma for Phobia pass from Jeria Juma. And to go between China Quam. Obama Jumana de Indiamano, who between China Quam. Oh, money to be near Jumana said your person and a baby Asiano. This way you see China on it one Jumaso. Sabi Alonso expected, so being a good start for Real Madrid. Now, Boadia Sumbia Breno and Club World Cup in Neman is our platform. No, and another good start. It is over a problem, dear mana. Obe two away with you. A baby Asiano. There are going to be other players of a more opportunity already. Born in house and able for Real Madrid Bobo. Should Rudiger be 100% fit? Now you two central defenders on best started Real Madrid. You go overlooking player friend say Raul Asensio and two side the same mistakes we can one and now the ever one ball bono or Real Madrid Bobo Kunim. It was so many akoda ne kasa. No so san yema bebre about the play no. He's a good player, no doubt about it. But you can't continue like this. Time be with team ni be hia obiano. Wo unni one farmer team no. Na mistakes na baba be hat team ne dia enya de be boa. Ryan Cherki also had another good game, Ken. In the first game for Manchester City, and as expected. Until there was a lot of backlash, and another backward to say, "You players are more Baba be Manchester City. I be Filito Kro, Kevin De Bruyne, Jatuanum. Now you decide to say you be Sika Baba Fawa. This is not the kind of performance I may expect here through. But after that first game, he had another opportunity in the second game. Oh, you go no share any the tone The performance wasn't bad. Can game no Bermuno. He spent around 17 minutes in the game, or completing 90% of the passes. Out of 18 passes, no boy, you know, he completed 90% of those passes. Or when he 4 dwells, on the ball, and now 2 ball recoveries, he completed 2 dribbles, and was also topping it up with a goal, 27 touches, and it was good for a player. I'm gonna settle very well. Oh, Manchester City, he only has to continue like this with the performance of the Maya. I will give him. Okay, now Barcelona. So Sraubi. Na ebreso says a sauko. Nebia nipa na hwe wani mu awa wonko. Na nipa no ye kind enough no approach you catch say oh. Obesra me na me ka se bra. But se fia ba bia duru ne de mesrewo. Ebia nka fa woni ma ne ko because ebi krampo a na aduane sem ho aye din wo fie. Ebi kura na sika sem nhyeda nko yie. Enti mesrewo fa woni ma ne ko a. Ken respectfully nipa ne de ani dia ma. Ese se wo se sa woni ma na woko. As someone make a player friend is Andres Christensen. Barcelona needed a centre back. And I'm going for Christensen and didn't free Chelsea. And then they buy a very good central defender. But I branch any bar Barcelona and starts and they okay. But along the line, for whatever reasons, there have been other players from Baba do and say on the pecking order or form. And there's a Barca static gamer. 2 central defenders are Barcelona Belusi, and Pau Kubasi, and Inigo Martinez. Season 9 you bowie no players me no we actually mo bobre o Barcelona bobo ko nim to the extent say coach na baba benya gidie wo mu one player was surprised you obi with the performance over the years has been called Pau Kubasi ohwe ni age and the performance obe expect say nko ya akwada ontimi mobile na obo no but a lot of the times it's been a savior at the back for Barcelona highline omobo na say tekemu a most of the time is that player or pace inti obe make sure say sa clearance no betimi akwakoye a young player the anticipation is so high obe driama wo na okita ball no almost all the time so obe hu be biare ball ne befa no watimi aye that block and after interception e dey ama Barca ball boko no akoda na penny deals and was cementing position e wo Barcelona Inigo Martinez dey so ba be that senior figure e wo akire that experienced leader Barcelona be hia Inigo Martinez yes adwuma no enso dey ma Barcelona ball boko no etiene Barca strategy no pe two central defenders these are the two Barcelona be falling on o mo ni fi won mo a Eric Garcia clearly coach na chere say open no. He is a player, he gives you options. There have been times at Barcelona able game. Now Barca be here so be best slotted in the right back position. Ubenya Eric Garcia or honum as a central defender no aboa. At the left back position, obetimi akwa gina hona aboa. It was also so cemented on Barcelona bobo ko ni say on start and poor because of options no the ma work again. Coach ne pa brantie no. It you two central defenders wey fi honum we are. Jordan Baba be honum is Eric Garcia and then Araujo and so you available. It's the player your friend say Andres Christensen. Ken on the pecking order of Barcelona central defenders or the be fit. And clearly, so what na Barcelona we game ni be more at the age of 29. Meaning they are pressure over fight over Barcelona. If they've been charitable enough, no man me too, no man what din komo. Say situation e wo ni you be person obe free bobo ko nim. Na you free space for other players for monso aba be wura mu a. E was a brand energy tum. No make sure so be free basa bobo ko nim. Oba so odo okra na da ase na ngambe so so no biem. What you want no? Say coach ni hia wa. That is different. And I be all fighting for position. But coach no on me say oh hia. So what kind of position are you going to fight for? And I was a player need you to no free club nim. Man nya akwaduro player. No one decided just because but so me so I bet you an kenti or better na Barcelona bobo ko nim. Emfa so ma. Ken keto bi on Rodrigo. I feel say nani nyi wo team my friend say Real Madrid mo a. He has to make a move to Arsenal. Arsenal are ready said they are kwala na hwehwe bi omo de be ma no. They are going to make him one of their highest earners and only number one. Number two, there have been a lot of times that Rodrigo are complaining or Real Madrid bobo ko nim. So the rightful position and Kasa I hear the left wing onyamo because of Vinicius Junior. Ken Arsenal bobo ko no. Asha Brandt ya ne boss oba sa position no mo de be ma no. Arsenal best winger ya Saka. He plays on the right wing. The other flank Martinelli. But Martinelli performance has always been up and down. On your bad player. But that consistent grade A performance we nyam free Martinelli. And between Martinelli, any player friend say Rodrigo Goes. So Rodrigo Goes that's the player into the Arsenal team. That left wing position no. Obetimi arrival Brandt and now I the free in no na starter. It's these things that Arsenal are promising Brandt no. If you feel say na ninye e wo Madrid bobo ko ni mo a. And 24-6 corridors so ayan tena fa akonye nim guase. Abrantia nim ko Arsenal no. Na the preferred position. They be on feel so oba obey the best. And I think the best from Ono Rodrigo. The left wing no. Uncle Fano Monfa mo Arsenal. They are building a project that possibly omunya top notch quality players to say Rodrigo ka ho a. Ebe bo Arsenal bobo ko ken.